Hey guys, my second video. I'm gonna say what video it is probably every time. I'll try not to. Good news, this time I'm not holding it in my hands, so it won't be so shaky, and obviously I have better lighting. And you can't see my not very good makeup. I'm not really good at makeup. I don't really care enough to try. So anyway, this video I wanted just to say a few things about mental illness in general, because I think there is a lot more, or let me say this, there's a lot less stigma and people have a lot more understanding now than I think they did in the past, but there's still, myths and stigma and all that sort of thing around mental illness, and I think it can make those of us with these illnesses just not feel very good, feel misunderstood and, afraid to talk about what they're going through. I know I felt that way before, and I still struggle with it sometimes. I have to keep telling myself that this is real and this is valid, and not everyone has to understand. But this is kind of part of the reason I wanted to do YouTube, was because I feel like I can reach more people, because, feeling just like generally misunderstood by the entire world doesn't feel very good. And there's not really much I can do about that. I just have to accept it. But I thought maybe here I could, feel better about it. I know it's kind of random. So I just wanted to, just in general, I think this is more, maybe for those of us struggling, that we would feel not so alone, but also for people that don't understand, or would like to understand more. I would love to do some videos for, friends and family of people that are dealing with things. So, I guess I'm just saying that yes, mental illnesses are valid. Eating disorders are valid. That is a mental illness, it's a mental thing, but I feel like eating disorders and self-harm and things like that, those outward behaviors are more of the symptoms of other things. Most people that struggle with those things, have some other disorder or illness, and you can get better from the symptoms. You can recover from them. You can, you might always want to do them and think about them, but you can stop doing them. But things like depression and anxiety, they might not go away. Obviously, you can learn to manage them. You can do therapy and things like that, and use medication to lessen the symptoms and just learn how to live with it. And you can live a wonderful, normal life. It's not the end of the world. It's not a death sentence kind of thing. I just feel like the difference between mental illness and physical illnesses, or people can see physical illnesses more. These are invisible illnesses that we deal with, and people don't always understand that. They feel like you must just be faking it. It's all in your head, and it is in our heads, but it does affect us. It can affect people physically. Obviously, if you're doing behaviors because of how you're feeling, that is affecting you physically. Self-harm, eating disorders, suicide, those are all deadly. They can kill you, obviously. So it is important for us to get help with mental illnesses and to take them seriously, because they can be deadly. And other, symptoms, I know just with depression for me, it affects how you eat, how you sleep, how you can concentrate. It just affects every part of your life most of the time. Anxiety affects your schooling, how you work and interact with other people. It can really just make life not fun to live, and it really sucks. So that's what I would love to see end, the stigma around mental illness, and let us talk about it like we talk about other illnesses, physical things. I have to take medication, psych medication, for my depression and anxiety, just like other people have to take it for, I don't know, if you have diabetes, or if you have high blood pressure, or I'm just mind blanking on what kind of things people have. I mean, there's lots of other illnesses that there's lots of medication for lots of things. And I just want people to not feel alone and not feel like they have to explain to everyone. That's what I've really learned. You're not going to make everyone understand. You're not going to be able to explain it to everyone. Not everyone's going to understand. But if you can accept that this is real and valid, not beat yourself up over it, and not feel guilty or tell yourself you should be able to do this when you have a reason not to. And by that I mean, like, I had a hard time going to work. I have a hard time doing school. In the past, at least. That is getting better. But, you know, it wasn't all my fault. For a long time I thought everything was just my fault and I was just lazy and stupid and I should just try harder. But that's not always true. Depression and anxiety can really take you out. So can lots of other mental illnesses. Those are just the ones I've experienced personally. I know a fair amount about a lot of other ones. Anyway, where I was going with that is I don't want anyone to feel alone. And I want you to be able to accept yourself and accept what you're going through and be confident in yourself and not have to find validation from other people. I know that's freaking hard. I still totally struggle with this. Almost every week my therapist has to tell me or remind me, you know, that I don't have to prove myself to everyone. You don't have to do that. So, yeah. I guess that's it for now. I am filming a bunch of videos right in a row. Hopefully at least one a day during Christmas break, so then when I go to college and don't have time, then I can post them through there. I'm definitely not going to post one a day. That would be a lot of pressure on me. But, yeah, that's my plan. So, if everything looks the same, that's simply because I squished them all together and then I'm posting them farther apart. Oh, and my hair's down today. Sorry. I love my hair.